Andrew Blum's book, Tubes, opens with a question. What if the internet wasn't an invisible elsewhere, but actually a somewhere? But then where was it? If I followed the wire, where would it lead? What would that place look like? Who would I find? Why were they there? I decided to visit the internet. Mr. Blum begins his search by tracking down the men and women that created the internet, or at least created the first interconnected networks. These were professors and postgraduate students in computer science programs at universities across the country. Their work was motivated by curiosity and a lot of money from a government agency called ARPA, or Advanced Research Projects Agency, who were interested in using computer technology to create a robust communication platform. As networks that started to form and universities and private companies increasingly connected to one another, they formed interconnected networks, or internets. As time has gone on, almost every network has connected to this vast exchange to form our singular, capital I, Internet. But as this technology grew, away from just military and educational institutions, as businesses began to use networks, there became a very real problem. It was the tubes. The wires that literally connected one computer to another were taking up space. As more and more computers started joining networks, and the networks were connecting themselves together, there needed to be a place where they could keep the routers and make the actual physical connections. Initially, it was the telephone companies that housed these connections. It was the obvious choice since we were using the telephone wires to communicate over the internet. But as more connections were made, the telephone companies quickly ran out of facilities to store them. The solution was to create internet exchange points. Literally big buildings that housed routers and other computer technologies, were well cooled, and had tons and tons of fiber optic cable coming in and connecting networks to one another. These exchange points are scattered all over the globe, generally located in big metropolitan areas like Berlin, New York, or Tokyo. These internet exchange points coordinate and channel traffic from all different parts of the world. In some sense, these internet exchange points are the internet. They're the physical manifestation of the connections between computers. So when you check your bank balance online, or as you browse Facebook, and you think for a moment about how all the information that you're connected to is transported and managed, envision the thousands and thousands of miles of tubes that stretch to every part of the globe.